Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Vintage Race Day today at MHOR. So here prepping our cars, getting ready for the official vintage shootout that is happening today. Races start at 3 o'clock. We're going to get to the track about noon here. Start shaking these cars down a little bit. I did a little sad news. Since we couldn't get tires for the 91 Works, it is going to unfortunately have to sit on the sideline for this weekend. But we'll get that out next weekend. Maybe with the Cougar, if I can get some time in on that. I got all the electronics, everything for that in. So that should be ready to go. However, for the future, which is today, we're going to run our 870 is all race prep back there, ready to go. We're going to take that for a spin. We have our fan graphite that we've been normally running. I got 5 race weekends on that, refreshed it. J Concepts motor plates, that thing is ready to go. Sam Ford's gonna take that. Have our custom tub long arm pan chassis car. I did buy the element springs. They're junk. I don't know who mentioned it, but and I should have listened to Jason RC10 talk. He's like, you would have to get the stiffest spring for those to work. And he's 100% correct, because the element green springs are not these green springs. So they're not just like a shorter version. They're way thinner and there's no spring to them, like at all. So unfortunately, we're going to have to run the silver springs on our tub car and hope with the transverse battery mounting that works and we can make this happen. But this is Scott Galero's car for the race weekend. So we will see how he can cope. Maybe we can figure something out. And then our Dragon Punch car. Ooh, this thing feels, oh, that is smooth. Got our slicks mounted up, got all of our diffs set, refreshed in our fan RC. Obviously the 2 other ones are brand new, so just broke those in, got our Octalocks on, all that set, same electronics, all that. We're charging batteries, charging our radios, getting that ready to go. So we are going to go to more. I'll have a race recap tomorrow, but if you want to watch it live, more does have a live race link that they post out there. So all the heats are labeled and all that stuff. So live RC, whatever. You can tune in and see it live, or you can see the race report more than likely probably tomorrow morning. We'll see what time I get back tonight and run through it. But yeah, all the cars are prepped. I'm pretty excited to get these out there. I think there's a lot of other people that are excited. I know Larry, Colorado Larry. You might have heard his name on like Retro RC and stuff. He's home track is more, so I know he's bringing like a double X4. I know he has an RC10 because he is going to Vintage Clash of Champions here end of this month. So he's using today's race as kind of a shakedown race for his cars. And I know there's going to be like a B3, a couple others. I think there's going to be one of the new RC10 4-wheel drives, which I absolutely despise. And I'm starting to despise Associated more and more. You know, when you blatantly rip off MIP and you blatantly rip off Factory Works, I got to agree with Dr. MOSFET. I mean, kind of a horseshit company. They always have been. You know, I mean, they screwed Lozi over as their first thing. So I guess that kind of set the precedent. And they've been screwing people over ever since. And most notably, their dealers, right? By selling directly to the public, you're circumventing, trying to get traffic to dealers that carry your product. You know, Associated, here's a little word to the wise. You're a manufacturer. You're not a retailer. If I was a hobby shop owner, it sucks that you think you're bigger than everybody else, but I would take your shit and fucking throw it in the trash. Get some better business practices. Run people to hobby shops. You know, the RC10 4-wheel drive could have been awesome if you collaborated with MIP and Eustace and made it like a MIP RC10 4-wheel drive, gave some people some credit. And then, like I said, being able to order directly off your website. You know, if it's a damaged box thing, whatever. But to circumvent your dealers is horseshit. And yeah. So, as you can tell, I'm not a big fan of Associated. And none of these cars really have that many Associated parts. They're all built with fan RC parts. So I think the only RC10 parts I know on our Dragon Punch is just the front and rear bulkhead. That is it. On our tub car, it's really just the tub. Everything else is fan, and then obviously our fan graphite is all that. And unfortunately, our B7 and our B74 are actually associated stuff. But anyway, enough with that rant. Today's about racing. So we'll see what they do with splitting up classes. They talked about having just like a 2-wheel drive and a 4-wheel drive class, and I think there's enough cars for that. I don't know what right now there's no motor limit, so you could show up with a 7.5 in your RC10 and you're racing against 21.5s. And all of our cars are set up for 21.5, but there's probably going to be some 17.5 cars. And I don't know if they're going to have enough cars to divide that up. Maybe they'll make a 21.5 heat. Maybe they'll make an unlimited heat. So guys that have anything but a 21.5. I mean, we have 3 cars at 21.5. All we need is one more car or 2, and we got a heat of 5. And then they can shove everyone else in a different heat maybe. And then 4-wheel drive, it's probably just going to be run what you brung, whatever it is. We have a 17.5, so I'm sure there's going to be people showing up with 13.5s or maybe even 10.5s, depending on what they're going for. So like, comment, subscribe below. Comment, let me know which one of our cars you think is going to finish the best. Right now, the track record holder is the fan graphite at 20 laps at a 5:07 on a 21.5 2-wheel drive. Can any of these cars go faster and beat that? Let me know below, and we will check the results tomorrow. So, or perhaps tonight. But again, tune in, like, comment, subscribe. Tune into MHOR's channel if you want to see the live racing today. It starts at 3 o'clock. If not, I'll have a race recap tomorrow, and I'll provide a link to it. So if you want to watch any of the race footage, you can link through there. But we will see you at the track shortly.